So dropping out of Oxford was one of those things that this is either going to be the best decision of my life or the worst decision of my life. I felt like I was coming from an industrial family. Log kya kahenge? What will, how will I be? Kaise hoga? I've been born in this. Do I have to follow a specific path? All of these thoughts in my mind, I think I started suffering from very bad panic attacks. It reached a point where I couldn't get out of my own cottage because I was scared that if I step out, I'll get a panic attack. They said, you
Yeah.
drop your surname. I said, I'm never going to drop my surname.
So, Ananya, it's a very common thing for you to hear that, of course, you came from a family of privileges, right? And everything was given to you easy. But you have said in the past that how आपको awkward से, you had to out. And कैसे आपने अपनी family को जो बहुत ही industrial family है, you had your own set of challenges to sort of convince them. One, what was that period like? What was your challenge like? And two, what has it come to now?
So dropping out of Oxford was one of those things that this is either going to be the best decision of my life or the worst decision of my life. Because who drops out of Oxford? पहले तो I studied so much to get into Oxford.
Yeah.
So that all went for waste in a sense. But education is education.
Yeah.
So, I mean, so I was there for a year and a half and I loved my time there. And then I think I started pubbing and going to different gigs and gigging around Camden and in a second-hand clothing store. So there were clothes in front of me and I was standing behind and people didn't even know where this voice was coming from, but I was so happy doing what I was doing.
Yeah.
And through this process, I realized that this is what I want to do for the rest of my life because this makes me feel happy. I didn't need people
Yeah.
to be listening to me. If people are praising me, that was a bonus, but I was really happy by myself doing what I was doing. And so I think after that, I really started introspecting and seeing kya ho raha hai. I think I had always wanted to be in this business as a singer since I was a child, but I didn't feel I was good enough. I felt like I was coming from an industrial family. Log kya kahenge? What will, how will I be? Kaise hoga? I've been born in this. Do I have to follow a specific path? All of these thoughts in my mind, I think I started suffering from very bad panic attacks. It reached a point where I couldn't get out of my own cottage because I was scared that if I step out, I'll get a panic attack. But all of this actually happened for a very good reason because I eventually realized that this is it. I need to drop out and really pursue my path and my calling in life because life बहुत छोटी है. Life is too short. And I think through
So
the
did it need
pandemic,
a lot of convincing for your parents? Like, do you have to sit them
no,
down and
it actually didn't. So uh, I I called them and I said that I've been thinking for quite a few, I've been thinking for quite a few months now that I think the what I want to do is drop out of Oxford and pursue music. So as usual, even when I started my first business, they didn't say anything to me. They just said that if this is this going to make you happy? And I said yeah. And then they said
yeah.
ठीक है
Oh, wow.
वापस आ जाओ घर आ जाओ and pursue your music. And they both said try to have a plan B if you can. And my mom said that promise me you'll finish your education even if you're 50 or 60 years old. So I said yes. I will finish. Hopefully, I will get my. I know I will. I promised her. By the time I'm 50 or 60, but I think it's been the best decision of my life.
So I know it has been like a challenge that you come from an industrial family and like, the switch to being an artist. But do you think, because one of the big challenges artists have is that they don't know how to market themselves,
Mm-hmm.
right? They get so consumed with the art that they don't know how to put it out there. Do you feel the fact that you have a backing of industrial family gives you like a mindset that can handle both? Not only do you create your art, but you're also
Yeah.
able to put it out there in the right at the right place.
That's a really good question, actually. And to give you an answer, I think I do have a business mind. So I do understand potentially what can work and what can't work. But at the end of the day, it's really important to have a good team who can support you at that end because at the end of the day, I just want to focus on my art. Um,
Hmm.
so I think after getting signed to Maverick here, so they have, I mean, Madonna, Britney Spears, The Weeknd, Miley Cyrus. So they have all these people signed. So when they signed me, and Greg Thompson, who's the president, manages me. I think that was a big deal for me because I have that, I have all of that handled very well by my management.
Hmm.
They completely understand me. All they want me to do is be me, and that's the best part. I don't have to change for anything or anyone, and that's one thing
Yeah.
that I've seen in this industry. People have said English music will never work in India. I didn't agree. I said not possible. Meant to be one platinum, never seen before in the history of India. They said you
Yeah.
drop your surname. I said I'm never going to drop my surname. Many things. Change your sound. Do this. I'm like no. I'm going to be me. And finally, I found
Hmm.
people who actually just want me to be me. And I think that's what really helps with the marketing side of things and getting out there, because it's very important. At the end of the day, there's so much content there that you want to be there. Having said all of that, at the end of the day, a good song is a good song. So if it's a bad song, no matter how much you try to market it, it won't do well.
Yeah.
So it at the end of the day, it has to be a good song. So
True.
I mean, we got 14 million views because of all the love of fans and listeners in less than 3 days. Absolutely.
Wow.
We were trending all over Ghana, also on all the DSPs as well.
Yes.
It was trending on today in Guwahati actually. So it's absolutely amazing to see the love. And I've seen this with other songs as well. Better was trending. Meant to Be was trending in 14, 15 cities all over India on Shazam.
Hmm.
So at the end of the day, a good song and a good piece of art is what it is. Marketing can only do that much. Yes, it does take a song from 8 to 10, but if the song is not at 8, it can't do anything.
Yeah. Yeah. So what is the future for Ananya? What is the future? Like, this is obviously like indie music. This is also like, you're there in LA, you're here in India.
Yeah.
What does it look like?
Yeah, so for me, it's going to be a lot of back and forth between LA and Bombay, basically. That's what it's going to be. And then, of course, the rest of the world when I tour, and then London, New York, Nashville, Atlanta for writing purposes. My next song is dropping very, very soon, and it's in English. So
Ooh.
my genre is still English music because that's what I love and that's what I do. But this remix was a little bit of a twist that I challenged myself and people enjoyed it. So
Yeah.
just loads of more music coming, big dreams, and just love music and want to do it for the rest of my life, really.
How sweet. And all the best for that, Ananya.
Thank you.